Hey guys, Dark 8 here from OCDA with...
Color. With the U. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, today, we're going to be talking about something that's, I don't want to say out of the ordinary for OCDA, but we are, like, nerds and all that. But we're going to start getting up to date with what's going on in life. And mainly, it's going to be about net neutrality today. How about we get a definition of that?
All right. So, according to Google, so we're going to do two definitions. Our definition, I guess, and then the definition of Google, I guess.
So, which definition goes first?
Let's do the Google one, so that way we get our opinion. So, according to Google, net neutrality is the principle that internet service providers, or ISPNs, right?
Yes.
Should enable access to all content and applications regardless of the source and without favoring or blocking particular products. Now, what does that mean in dumb words?
I don't want to say dumb words, but
okay,
in a general sense, it's basically the freedom of using the internet of how you want with the speed that you pay for.
So basically, do whatever you want without
any limits by the IPMs.
Which ISPNs, they're
ISPNs.
like T-Mobile, AT&T, basically
Verizon,
any
Spectrum.
Yes.
What's that very crappy one? Comcast?
Oh yeah, Comcast. Yeah, everyone gets and hates Comcast, which is funny. But
you hate it, but you get it.
Yeah.
Cheap. Americans.
Yeah. Well,
so this isn't just an occurring thing here in the United States of the Americas. Recently in India, the bill that was against net neutrality was repealed. Mm-hmm. So, free internet. But here in the United States of the Americas, we're going downhills.
Mm-hmm. So if you guys are not informed, this December 14th of 2017, for whoever's watching, I don't know. They're basically making the final vote, I guess, of whether or not the bill is going to pass, basically.
There's been a lot of movements against this bill from passing, but for some odd reason, people want to get rid of net neutrality and they want to pay more for internet.
Which makes no sense. So if you already paid $30, let's say for...
I pay $52
there you go.
For my internet right now.
Right? So let's say you want Netflix. And subscription Netflix is already about $12. So you got to pay $50, right? You say? $50 for your internet. Plus the subscription.
$12 of the subscription.
Plus they might add another additional charge just to use the application of Netflix. Not a subscription, but to use it. So
you want to access Netflix? Give me some money. Okay, so your neighbor paid me more money to watch Netflix. I'm going to give him service first, and you're going to get what's left, or I'm not even going to give you the internet that you're paying for. Does that seem fair to you guys?
Well, for a lot of people, apparently it is.
Color, does it seem to you?
Well, not for me. I would already pay for a lot of internet, and it's supposedly,
the best.
Which
but it isn't.
It isn't. It sucks. And now I have to pay for more? That's crazy. That really gets me mad.
So I did a few numbers before this podcast, and if I were to get every single application and service that I wanted, seeing as how it is in Belgium, I believe.
Yeah, Belgium and Portugal also.
But the way I saw it, I would end up paying $120-something
a month. That's
not including my Netflix subscription, my Crunchyroll subscription, my Spotify subscription, my YouTube Red subscription.
Damn. See, that's a lot of money right there.
I said not including.
That's right, but even if you don't include it, that's a lot of money already.
Yep. Now, you have to think about it. It's going to happen for your computers, your regular standard Wi-Fi. Now,
anywhere where you can stream, video or any
No, it's not just for streaming. It's for messaging apps.
Yeah, basically.
It doesn't just affect major service providers such as AT&T and Spectrum and all that. No, it also goes for phone companies like T-Mobile, Verizon, Cricket, all of them. I know that Verizon in the year 2012 tried to do something like this where they tried charging people for using certain applications. They tried blocking out YouTube. They even stated the only reason why we can't block YouTube is because net neutrality is in place.
Thank God, right?
Monopolies exist in this world and they want to screw you over. They want your money. But hey, that's America, isn't it?
Yeah. So basically, the whole net neutrality was brought up by the FCC, which is Federal
Communication Committee?
Yeah, committee. So they brought this up, and thanks to them, we have this.
No. Thanks to Ahit Pai. I don't know if I mispronounced it. Probably did. Don't care.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He was appointed by the one and only President Donald J. Trump, and he brought up this proposal. And two others who are in the FCC liked it and are like, yeah, let's do it. Thing is, and yes, this is quite political, they're Republicans.
Yes. Now, not all Republicans or all Democrats are bad. We're just saying that based on the political scheme of this,
it was Republicans who voted for this, and the Democrats are trying to go against it. Now, I'm not saying that all Republicans are for this, and I'm not saying that all Democrats are against it. I'm just saying that in this committee, the three who are for it are Republican, and the other two are Democrats. I believe. Don't quote me on it.
Wow.
I swear. All that an editor's note, just to make sure.
Okay.
Hopefully.
All right.
So, now, let's move on to the most reliable news source ever.
Now, this is so reliable that even Donald Trump called it reliable. Psych. He did it. He called it fake news. Now, we're using this source because, everyone knows this. It's CNN, right? Everyone, I guess, has some trust at some point. But this is just facts. They're not really showing their opinion. But what they stated is that the FCC got a lot of, how can you say this, comments, right? Saying that net neutrality was to be changed against the rules. However, it was later found that, this, you can say the number?
Just to refine what Color said, the FCC gave, I believe it was November 29th, to the public to make an account and send them comments of what they think of the whole net neutrality thing. It was found that 57% of those accounts that were for getting rid of net neutrality were fake. They were stolen IDs, false accounts, or duplicate accounts even. It's that bad that they want this bill passed. That's how greedy these people are.
Now, all that is just, there's, I guess, not rumors, but they have some evidence, but it's still going under, I guess, investigation. But they want to, basically this makes it so it delays. It's supposed to delay the vote. But
which again is December 14th, the year 2017.
But so far, there's no delay. And it looks like it's going to be passed, pretty much.
I don't know if there's a general vote that the people are going to get to do. Color, if you could look that up real quick. If there is, hopefully we can do it. But the best way right now to fight this is to contact the House and the Senate.
Yeah, so basically we all constituents of our state. We all have our representatives in the House. So the best way is to write a letter and, get people to
email, call, letters, anything really. 2 links in the description. Well, I'll put 4 links. One is the article on the CNN.
Mhm.
Maybe another article from another source that's, not CNN. I'm gonna put the where you can find your Senate and your representative in the House and how to contact them, and I'm also going to put a link that takes you to what net neutrality is and all that. Like, a lot of people are misunderstanding, saying net neutrality is what they're trying to pass. They're trying to enforce net neutrality and screw net neutrality. No. Net neutrality is the good thing that we have right now. They're trying to pass the bill that repeals net neutrality, getting rid of it for good. And the thing about the bill is that they were extremely prepared, it seems, because the way that the bill is written, you can't change this bill for 7 years to come.
Yeah, so they're ready for good 7 years of just like collecting money left and right without anyone, really caring, I guess, anymore.
'Cause money. And this really goes to show this affects not only the people, but companies themselves. Google, for example, they're against this, not because they care for the good of the people. I highly doubt it. Mainly because if you put such restrictions on the internet, Google's going to lose a lot of traffic. The less traffic you get, the less money you make. Less money you make, less employees, no jobs, yada, yada, yada. You get rid of an entire system that's been huge for so long. Mm-hmm. I guess this is good because it makes room for competitors, but you're shutting down other competitors. You're not letting people do what they want. Like, this is something that is going to ruin the rise of small businesses and such. You're killing off entrepreneurs if they don't have money.
Yeah. And just by charging, you're just like you have this whole YouTube issue with like people are not getting their AdSense because, their videos are pretty much, I guess,
they don't meet the restrictions made by YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube don't flag us.
Exactly. Yeah, please. Thank you. Anyways, so just like that, imagine this. There's going to be less flow through YouTube because they're going to be charged even more. So YouTubers are going to make less views, meaning less money. And they already make like not a lot of money. Basically, like if you want, how much? Like $1,000 is like 1 million views maybe? Something like that. So that's not a lot of money. And people literally live off of this. So it's going to really affect the economy of the
Honestly, the way I'm viewing it, if this bill gets passed and YouTubers still create content and their views lower, views better give more money, or else YouTubers are just going to stop making content, and the only ones really taking over the YouTube platform are going to be news related that are still going, maybe big entrepreneurs that actually have money, business owners, I don't know, but people who actually have money and can afford such things. If you just take out the entirety of the system without any modification, everything is going to go downhill.
Yeah. And pretty much, YouTube already is going downhill, but now it's just going to really affect it. And
well, YouTube is owned by Google, no?
Yeah. So
Google shuts down.
And then YouTube goes down too. So
it's this chain.
No, we're not saying that the effect's going to be immediate, so calm down. We're not going to like completely die off the internet or something. But you will definitely see this within like the 7 years that they have.
See, the sad part is you have people who are willing to pay this money. You're giving up more freedoms. Yes, the internet was never something that was written in your constitution or anything, but this is one of the ways you get information. Now, this is called censorship. The government is trying to censor what you can see. If something goes up that's against the government and whoever runs the internet now is like, I don't want to see that, they can delete it, or they can just make sure no one traffics to it. It's like at school. They have the iBlock. This is the I block for the United States and whatever the United States want you to see, what the government wants you to see, not what you can, what you want. You're being limited like you've always been.
Basically.
But to a higher extent. Now.
Yes. This just goes back to the situation in China where they get censored pretty much for everything. They don't get, I don't know, I'm not too sure of whether they get charged or anything.
No, they don't get charged, but they just can't see certain things.
Yeah.
There's just so little we can do now. And honestly, you talking to a senator, you writing a letter, it sparks something. As small as it may be, the smallest of action could have a much greater effect. This is something that personally affects OCDA since we're trying to grow off of the internet.
Yeah, we're a small podcast channel, barely starting, and now you're telling us that people have to pay to watch us. Makes no sense.
We have to pay to upload, first of all. And people have to pay to watch us. And people already don't watch us. So what's the point of doing this? If we're just going to be restricted and limited. Yes, I understand there are hardships that entrepreneurs have to face. Yes, we're trying to become a company and all. But there's only so much we can do as high school students. There's only so much we can do with a minimum wage paying job. We can't really move forward if these restrictions happen. OCDA will decline. That has been this week's podcast. I hope you find it in your heart to try to make a change.
Yeah, just write a simple email saying, we want to keep net neutrality. We love it.
And if you find it in your wallet to pay these types of things, good for you. But don't force that upon the rest of the world. Well, the rest of us.
That's the country, because a lot of countries already, approve this. Which is kind of, begs the question why, but...
It's whatever. They're their country.
Yeah.
Remember, the government is for the people. By the people. And again, for the damn people. I'm Dark 8A.
And this is Color with the U.
And this has been the OCDA podcast. Latest.
Latest.